Good day! My topic is all about the aspects of gene therapy. The objectives, describe gene therapy and its various forms, and assess the issue's potential benefits and detriments to global health. Introduction. Medical science has detected many human diseases related to defective genes. This type of disease are not curable by traditional methods like taking readily available medicines. Gene therapy is a potential method to either treat or cure genetic-related human illness. In 2015, a team of researchers at the Harvard Medical School and the Boston Children's Hospital stated that they were able to restore basic hearing in genetically deaf mice using gene therapy. The Boston Children's Hospital research team also reported that they have restored a higher level of hearing down to 25 decibels, which is actually equivalent to a whisper. They use an improved gene therapy vector developed at the Massachusetts Eye and Ear was identified as AC80, which enables the transfer of genes to the inaccessible outer hair cells when introduced into the cochlea. Gene therapy was actually first realized in 1971 when the first recombinant DNA experiments were planned. It can be simply viewed as insertion foreign DNA into a patient tissues that hope to successfully eradicate the targeted disease. It was actually inspired by the success of recombinant DNA technology which occurred over the last 20 years. Without a doubt, gene therapy is the most promising yet possibly unfavorable medical field being studied. There are several approaches to gene therapy. These are the following: replacement of mutated gene that causes disease with a healthy copy of the gene, inactivation of a mutated gene that is functioning improperly, introducing a new gene into the body to help fight a disease. In general, a gene cannot be directly inserted into a human gene or cell. Two types of gene therapy. The idea of gene therapy is based on correcting a disease at its root, fixing the abnormal genes that appear to lead to a certain diseases. There are essentially two forms of gene therapy, one of which is called somatic gene therapy. Somatic gene therapy involves the manipulation of gene in the cells that will be helpful to the patient but not inherited to the next generation. The other form of gene therapy is called germline gene therapy, which involves the generic modification or germ cells of the origin cells that will pass the change on the next generation. Next one is the stem cell gene therapy. Stem cells are the mother cells that have the potential to become any type of the cell in the body. One of the main characteristics of stem cells is their ability to self-renew or multiply while maintaining the potential to develop into other types of cells. Stem cells are become cells in the blood, heart, bones, skin, muscles, brain, among others. Lastly, the bioethics of gene therapy. There are ethical issues involved in gene therapy. Some of the issues cited are: number one, how can good and bad uses of gene therapy be distinguished? Number two, who decides which traits are normal and which constitute a disability or disorder? Number three, will the highness of gene therapy make it available only to the wealthy? 4. Could the widespread use of gene therapy make society less accepting of people who are different? And lastly, number 5. Should people be allowed to use gene therapy to enhance basic human traits such as height, intelligence, or athletic ability.
In summary, gene therapy is a method that may treat or cure genetic-related human illnesses. There are two forms of gene therapy. One is somatic gene therapy, which involves the manipulation of gene in the cells that will be helpful to the patient but not inherited to the next generation. The other is germline gene therapy, which involves the genetic modification of germ cells or the origin cells that will pass the change to the next generation.
Therefore, I conclude, as what Edwin Grant Conklin taught to us, that life is not found only in atoms, molecules, or in the genes, as such, but an organization, not in symbiosis, but in synthesis. That's all. Good